What did they ask you?
They asked me about the snake guy. I think he might be useful. I told him he was nice, and
I
they asked me about other shit that I have no idea about. We should probably find out what happened to us.
I put my hand on him to talk telepathically again.
Okay, you need to roll for it because that was canceled.
Okay.
2d6 plus int.
Oh God.
Mark XP, forget the spell. You go to touch him, and I need you to tell me one thing that you are embarrassed about. And only the two of you will know that.
Okay. I am. What am I?
And it must be
embarrassed-
true. What is your character deeply embarrassed about?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to think of. I'm embarrassed that growing up, Dongo was always the better spellcaster of the two of us. And I'm really embarrassed and prideful about that fact.
Yeah. So
you get a clear thought. It's almost like a static shock or something for you, Dongo, and you get this thought into your head, and that's all you get from Bongo.
Okay.
I'll just look at him like this.
As you guys are in this courtyard, you start to look around and you realize that the other end is actually closed with an iron gate, and there are no other exits except for the entrance that you came in on, and there's knights upstairs that have crossbows at their sides, just looking down on you.
I look at it and I say, it looks like we're not actually free to go.
That could be an issue. Is it nighttime yet?
No, only a couple hours have passed. It was midday, so it's probably like 5 or 6. It's late afternoon.
Let's wait and see what happens. What they decide to do with Kang.
Yeah. I mean, nighttime. I can just jump around the shadows. No biggie.
As you say that, we cut back to Kang. Kang, someone walks in. One of the other knights walks into the room, and he goes, "It's your turn now." And he looks at you, and he goes, "What should I call you?"
My name is King.
He looks back, and he goes, "Fair enough." He wishes to speak with you. Motions for you to go outside.
My hand's still burning. I walk outside. I follow where he directs me to.
Okay. You walk past
It's
him.
still on fire?
My hands are on fire.
Yeah, his hands are on fire. He walks outside. You see Riley standing there behind this monk-looking gentleman with the fringe cut and the bald head. And on the table, you see that there is some food prepared for you, and as well as a goblet filled with water. And he goes, "Please sit down. I have questions for you."
I sit down.
He looks at you and he goes, "These other two, are they your friends?" He said that
They are my comrades in arms. We fight for the same lord.
And he goes, "What is it that you fight for? Why do you fight for this lord?"
Do you not know your history? Do you not know why this war started? Has it fallen into obscurity?
He looks at you and he goes, "Oh no, we know the history of the war. I simply am asking
Then
you
why do you
personally."
ask? I am a soldier. Why do you fight? Who do you fight for? Oh, I should be asking you these questions. These are our lands by right. You are newcomers.
He looks at you and he goes, "Clearly you must be blind. I have no weapons on me, nor do I fight for anyone. I'm simply a collector of information."
You live in this castle. You are therefore a soldier, or employed by soldiers.
He looks at you and he goes, "Okay, if we were to let you go, what would you really go do? Are you going to take these
My life
lands
is
back?"
my own and none of your business.
Well, he goes, "Right now your life is ours and you are in..."
Bullshit.
He looks at you and he's just like, "You're not going to make this easy, are you?"
My life is my own. I am no man's slave. If you claim my life is yours, then you and I will be fighting very, very soon.
What was that noise? Is that cats?
Sounded like a cat.
Sounds
To me, I'm
like-
sorry.
RollCat.
He looks at you and he kind of scratches his chin. And he looks to Riley and wants to see how she's reacting to this.
Riley just chuckles a bit. I don't know why people are so creeped out by this guy. He's so ridiculous. I like him.
He looks back over at you and he's at King and he's just like, Your friends are in the courtyard. You may go.
I go when I please, and I am not done asking you questions.
He starts to stand up.
What has happened in the intervening years while we were frozen in time?
He just walks off. As he walks off, he gives you a look.
I want to
Riley.
move fire, not at him, but like in front of him to the direction of where he is. Like if he's walking to a door, I want to like set that door on fire.
Okay.
Do we notice this at all?
No, you're in the courtyard. The only person that knows this is Riley. Now, Riley, there is a ability called Aid or Interfere. When you help or hinder someone that you have a bond with, roll plus bond with them. On a 10+, they take +1 or -2, your choice. On a 7-9, you also expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost. So since you don't have a bond with this person, it would just be a 2d6. If it's something you want to roll, you can do it now. If not, it's just an option.
I kind of need charisma to work with Rev, so I don't really know if I want to, like, get my face burnt off, too. You know, I'm good. I'm just gonna act like I didn't see it. I mean, my character definitely didn't see it, or something.
12.
12. The flame moves. Where are you
I'm
moving
trying to
it
set the door that he's walking towards on fire.
He's just walking down the courtyard. Do you just want to have the fire appear in front of him?
Yeah, in front of him. Just
Yeah. Fire. That was summoned fire or move fire?
no,
from
it was
your
the
hands?
fire that was on my hands. I've moved it from my hands to in front of him.
I'm trying to. I
I
guess
guess
you
it just could have created more fire in front of him.
Yeah, do that instead because
That
if
makes
you
more
move it,
sense.
it's gonna have to pass through Riley and him, and that will just.
Yeah,
be-
no. Then I just create fire in front of him.
Yeah. You see the old man jump back and startle, and two knights on the sides of you, which were basically just standing watch at the doors, draw their weapons and point it at you.
My
And
questions are not done, little man.
The Master Clarence looks at the fire once more and collects himself and turns, and he goes, "You ask us questions. I assume we can answer a couple for yours. A couple of yours. You need to.
What has happened to my people?
What?
To the soldiers that were fighting?
Roll plus wisdom.
Roll plus wisdom.
We'll see how many questions you get. You get 3 questions.
Bring it on. What has happened to the people that were once here? Those locked in the war?
They are still out there in the battlefield. Nothing has happened to them."
What happened to their families?
He goes, "We do not keep track of the families, only the men and women and
No, you
creatures."
fool. I mean, what has happened geopolitically surrounding this issue? I have a wife and children. Have they just been assumed that I'm dead all these years? You can't take hundreds of thousands of people out of time without causing problems. What has happened?
He goes, "I do not know about your family in particular. Some families moved on, some mourned. Who knows? You will have to search them out."
Why do you stand watch over us?
"We are fearful that if the armies rise again, that a war will once again occur. Times are much more peaceful than they were a couple of years back, at least in this part
War
of the
is
world."
inevitable. You cannot prevent it nor stop it. Who locked us in time?
He goes, "We've been trying to figure it out this entire 7 years that you've been gone. We do not
7
know."
years and you've done nothing? You've sat and done nothing? You are pathetic. I stand up out of my chair and walk towards wherever he had directed me to previously.
Okay.
Was your shirt intentional, Neal?
Partway there, and then I turn back and I look at Riley and say, "You, Mrs. You seem much brighter than these folk. I plead with you to leave these miscreants to their pathetic counting and wasting of time. Come with us. Life is more interesting."
Master Clarence just looks at King and then looks back at Riley. Doesn't say anything.
I wait for him to leave.
Wait for Kang to leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I wait a few seconds and I go, "Your loss," and then walk away.
Okay, you go and join Dongo and Bongo. As he leaves, the commander of the Knights walks down the hall and
Before he leaves the room, was that the guy answering the questions?
no, that was Master Clarence. He's still sitting at the table. He looks a little bit dumbfounded as to why he just answered these questions or why he was the one
Yeah.
being questioned.
Well, I just asked him, I mean, why did you give in to his intimidation, answer the questions, after he threw fire in your face?
He goes, sometimes danger is best to be avoided. If I were to combat the man, who knows what would have happened. I could have died, he could have died, we both could have died. You could have died. Now no one's dead. It was just a couple of words exchanged. No blows, no fire, no blood.
It's fair enough.
When he walks, or as he's saying this, the commander walks in, and he looks at you, Riley, and he goes, you should join them. These men cannot roam the countryside or the world alone. We need someone to keep watch.
On these people specifically?
He goes, yes. These men
But-
have been trapped in time for 7 years. Clearly they have their own intentions and their own agendas. We need someone to keep watch over them.
Oh, so you're worried about them causing havoc.
I am. Master Clarence is just nodding and he goes, a wise idea. Because clearly they believe to be your friend already. At least one of them
How-
does.
How long do you want me to follow them for?
Well, how long are you planning to be a knight?
My whole life, of course.
Well, then that is what you must do. This is the sworn duty of a knight is to follow his duties, and this is what I'm informing you to do. If you wish to leave the knighthood, you can. Would you
no,
would you rather stay here in boredom with the rest of us as we watch over this plains of forgotten names, forgotten soldiers, forgotten monsters?
No, I'll gladly take on the task. I just don't know, I mean, how far do you want me to go with it? If they start, if they start breaking laws, do I join in to keep a watchful eye on them? Do I report the information back here?
I believe you will make the right choice when the time comes. That is for you to decide. I am simply saying keep watch.
Sounds like you're getting dumped.
Oh, turn your cams back on. There we go. And he goes, will you do this?
But I loved you guys. Yes, of course.
And he goes, I will deliver the news to them. Perhaps you shall go and prepare Argo and collect your things. He
All
walks
right.
off into the courtyard.
Are my things just my things that I already have, or do I have more things?
I mean, it's whatever's on your character sheet. I don't think you would carry all of the gold that you have with you at all times. You probably have some gold pouch or something like that. Whatever else is on your character sheet. You go and collect, I don't know, you have a small... You have belongings, right? You don't just travel around with Argo and a bunch of weapons and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go and collect those, or that's what he's telling you to do. The commander walks into the courtyard, and the three of you see him. He looks up on the sides and puts his hand up in the air and lowers it down. You see all the knights walk off, and he goes, you're free to go. You may leave whenever you want, or you may stay. It's not our concern. I do have one wish, though, and that is that you take the knight that first saw you, Riley, with you.
I
why would
offered
we-
her that
wait.
option already, and she turned us down.
She was mistaken. She wishes to accompany you. These are her words, not mine.
Why isn't she saying her words?
She's going to collect your
Yes.
things that you guys may leave whenever you wish.
Of course we may. We only stay here at our own will.
He rolls
Yes.
his eyes and goes, have a nice life, and he walks off.
Never roll your eyes at us again.
He leaves the courtyard.
I spit in the courtyard loudly.
It drops to the ground. You spit on your brother accidentally.
So,
So we're waiting for Riley to return. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, a couple minutes pass. If you guys don't do anything, eventually, she walks into the courtyard with Argo's reins in her hands.
When she returns, I say, Riley, I offer to you the same thing that I offered earlier. We need to be able to trust you. And I hold up my hands.
I look at Kane. Alright.
Kang, yeah.
Kang.
Why do we all find that so hard to remember?
Because I want to say Khan. That's the only
why Khan?
name
I
that I
want
know.
to say Khan too.
Kang, man.
Kano
Kang.
from Mortal Kombat. Right?
No, Kang.
But Kano sucks. Khan is like the ultimate K name.
Oh, like he
Khan
throws
name.
knives like Kano.
No, I don't throw knives. I have a chain.
He has a chain.
All right, so my hands are held out.
I look at King and I ask him if he had to do this.
Of course not.
No, not if King had to do this. I don't.
We know him. We've known him. You.
Well,
are
he knows me.
Do you
Actually-
trust her, Kang?
Bongo, you don't have to
I
do
have-
that with this one. She's
Shut up!
smarter than
Be
the others.
quiet. This lady actually cruised the world with my god. I trust her.
What did she say about this god?
She said he wasn't all that impressive, really.
Sounds like she might not know what she's talking about.
I
not-
think that's a smart one. I always told you
That's-
Cobblepot was a stupid name for a god.
How would you ever know that? Cobblepot, even if he wasn't that good in life, it seems that after his passing, he made some connections in the god world, because he's pretty cool when he talks to me, you know? He's always like, let's fuck shit up. I'm like, okay.
All right, if both of you trust her, I will go along with it. But eventually, I look at Riley and I say, "You will give me your hands."
No, I won't.
That's how he gets girls.
They caught you. I think Kang's onto you, bro.
I saw what you did with that wench at the camp last week.
What? Last week we were frozen, homie.
Get
Last
last week our time, you fool.
While the war was going on. Yes. These. All right.
Cool. The other end of the gate starts to rise, and it is the front of the castle, and you guys can leave. Ryan, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, yeah, I'm leaving.
Okay.
I would like to do Flames of the Future one more time.
Okay. Let's roll. I love this spell.
Said Intel?
I believe so. Let me look at the character sheet.
Ooh, 4. Ouch, I take another d4 damage.
Roll the d4. Mark XP.
4.
Yeah, can we stop pretending we're not doing this for the XP? Neal's like, oh no.
No, man, that would have been useful. That would have been a cool story plot. We could tell the
That's
future. What is your HP? You guys have not rested. What is the HP of the party
I
right
have
now?
taken 7 damage. I am at 12 HP.
I am at
I
10.
took the swipe. I think that was like 12 or something ridiculous. I always get hit hard.
Make sure you mark that because we are at the end of today's session.
Got it.
And now you guys can actually do the story because the intro is over. So we'll do that next time. We got to do the end of session move. And we also need to do bonds. Let's actually have people think about bonds between now and the next session. If you have a particular bond with a particular person, write it down, and we will use it in the future.
I already had bonds ready for this.
Okay. Well, we can. I mean, if you want to now, you can read yours.
I do.
Yeah. Mark them or read them out. Make sure you mark them down. What are they?
Riley fears my flames. I must teach her to trust them.
Oh my god.
Bongo does
I'm not
not
afraid of
respect
them,
my
though.
flame. Well,
I'm
then
not
I
afraid of
won.
them, though.
Then I did it.
No. You got to figure out a bond that works for both of you. Like maybe you're not afraid of them, but maybe Neal is interested in actually having like the flames on you.
I have a bond. Like you can make up pretty much anything, right? As
You
long
could.
As
Well,
DM
hold on.
approves.
Let's do Neal's first, so we don't
Okay.
get sidetracked.
Bongo does not respect my flames. I must show him their power. And I didn't know Katz's name when I wrote this. Your name is what? Not Bongo.
Dongo.
It's
Dongo.
Dongo. Dongo has a secret lizard man perversion. I must avoid his advances.
Ooh.
Does that work for you, Dongo? You have to agree,
It's
otherwise, like the bond will not work
You
because
don't agree to your secret lizard man perversion?
What would that? What would that? What would that mean exactly?
It means you have a lizard man fetish.
No, definitely not.
no. How about once upon a time, Dongo got drunk and like made love with a lizard woman, and ever since then he keeps it to himself, but he does have like an interest in the lizard sex.
No, because he wants to keep me from advancing.
You
No,
what?
I was just trying to screw with cats. I couldn't figure out one for him.
Okay, well you can think about it. You don't have to have one for every single person necessarily.
I refuse to make advances on the lizard man.
Okay.
It's more likely with my alignment that I'll want
Okay,
to
so
hurt
what were
him than
yours,
make
Neal?
love to
Just
him.
so we know them for a future.
I must teach Riley to trust my flames.
Okay. Does that work? That works for you, Riley?
I don't know what it means.
Well, that's the thing. Like, we have to figure out what it means. Otherwise, it's going to be a really weird bond. Because how do you complete that bond, right?
In the sense of
Well,
like
don't
I can control my magic, and that if I'm like casting fire, she's not gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing with that fire?" It's like, all right, he knows what he's doing with that fire.
I think that one we could take the approach that like Riley has never liked magic, so I mean it's gonna be a pretty hard bond to fulfill. I think.
Does that work for you, Kaitlyn?
But it's
Sorry.
consistent. She has never liked magic.
Yeah.
What
Is
is it again?
So I need to teach you to trust my magic fire, my fire magic.
I just don't know what that means.
Basically, he has to either prove to you that it's like not a bad thing. Like, basically, by him saying that at this point in time,
But I'm already completely unaffected by it. Like, I have no fear of it. I'm really indifferent to it. So I don't...
Yeah, but I want to go from indifference to like welcoming or like encouraged. That's like, oh yeah, do that thing. Like where rather than
Okay.
being indifferent, you enjoy it or are pleased with it or
that's
or
why this
fond.
might be best off stream because we could sit here and debate for a while.
No, yeah, no. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay.
But then, yeah, I don't know if that would happen ever. But you can try.
I can try.
Okay. Does anyone else have any bonds, or you guys want to just wait till
I
next
have
week?
one.
Okay. What's your bond?
So mine will be with Dongo, and it will be I will look out for / protect Dongo even at the expense of others in my party / surroundings.
So that seems like something that would continue on. That's it needs to be like something that you can complete and it's done.
And it's done. I see.
Yeah. So I guess
we get like three per
I guess I didn't
session,
explain
right?
bonds fully. Yep. Bonds are something that you can create. They're basically a way of almost forcing role play in between people.
Okay.
If you want to use them, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. When you complete a bond, though, you get 1 XP. So that's the reward for doing something like this. You get
And
an
then you
XP.
make a new bond?
And then you can make a new bond. Yes.
I see. I thought it was like ongoing. Okay.
No.
You get 3 per session or just 1?
You can have 1 per person in the session. And it's not just per session. It goes on until it finishes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, but would you have to fulfill if you didn't fulfill 1? Do you get to remake 3 each session regardless of?
If you don't
fulfilling
fulfill
them?
it that session, then it stays on till the next session. You just have that.
Okay.
That's why you
Cool.
need to make sure that it's actually possible to complete that, because otherwise you're just gonna have like a dumb bond that's never gonna be completed. That's why I was asking Kaitlyn if it's okay with the fire thing, because if that will never complete, then it's pointless for Neal to even try that.
Okay.
So, talk amongst yourselves outside of the show, and then next week we'll come back. That seems much better, because otherwise we're just gonna be debating here.
Sure.
So at the end of each
Sounds good.
session, Everyone gets a single XP, so mark XP. Mark 1 XP. Then we would do bonds typically, but since we're not doing bonds this week. And then we need to answer these questions as a group. Did we learn something new and important about the world? I would say yes. So you get an XP for that. Did we ever overcome a notable enemy or monster? I would say the Eden's probably notable.
Yeah.
Yep, so mark XP. Did we loot a memorable treasure? I don't think so.
No.
No. So that is 3 XP for the end of session. And now we can do shoutouts. Cool. Ryan.
Hey, where are you guys marking this? Did you guys print it?
You can print it, yeah, or you can just make note of it somewhere. It is not up. I will not be keeping track of XP. It is totally on you guys.
I got 0.
And it goes, it's literally 10 dashes. Like, it is so easy to keep track of. Just remember. Do what?
Well, Kaitlyn said she has 0, but she has 3, right?
You have 3 XP, Kaitlyn.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Because at end of session, you get 3 XP. Or, well, because of what happened in the session, you got 3 XP.
I thought you only got XP for failure.
You get XP for other stuff as well. Oh, and we need to do the, sorry, I forgot.
Can I buy EXP from the DM? I have a lot of coin.
No, you may not. We need to do the alignment check.
How about from other players? Can I buy their EXP from them?
Do you have Delta Dollar?
No, you cannot. Bongo, did you use magic to cause terror or fear?
Well, does the enemy count?
He didn't really back down when you attacked him, did he? I mean, he just went for another swing.
That's true. But I'm sure as he was dying, he saw his life flash before his eyes. And
I don't think you get it. No.
Okay.
I don't think you get it.
No, I did not.
Dongo, did you harm another to prove the superiority of your church or god?
I had the intent.
You had the intent, but you didn't actually do it, so no XP.
Did not.
No XP. Neal, yours is, did you prove yourself superior to someone in a position of authority?
I made what's-his-face wet himself, and then I stopped the guy who was questioning me.
Yes.
Yeah, that's 1 XP. You get an XP.
Yeah.
And then Kaitlyn, I can't get your thing. It's did you take harm in defense of another? I don't think so. I don't think you took harm in defense of other. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to either aid someone or interfere or defend someone's position to get that alignment, to get that XP. Cool. Let's do some shout outs. No one leveled up, right? No one got.
I am 3 away.
From
how many do we need to level up again?
You need 10 XP.
I'm at 7.
I am 4 away.
Cool. Kaitlyn, you're 6 away. No, 7 away. Ryan, how far are you?
I have 5.
Okay, so you're 5 away. Cool. Ryan, do some shout outs for us.
Sure. Twitch, thank you guys for watching us do the remake of Ehbon, now known as Vigil. You guys are awesome. I really like the Dungeon World campaign. I think we're going to have a lot of fun going forward. But thank you all for being here on this this reboot. For my own stuff, check out my Twitch, my personal Twitch, twitch.tv/Ryuzilla. I've also got a YouTube, youtube.com/Ryuzilla, and a Twitter @MLGRyan. I actually have a bunch of company over tonight, so I probably won't be streaming, but if I am going to be, when they all go to bed and I wake up and do some late night stuff, check out my Twitter. I'll tweet, let you guys know if I'm going to be going live tonight.
Awesome. Kaitlyn, do some shout outs.
Hi, thanks for watching. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to stream after this, but I'm not entirely sure. What are you playing after this, JP?
Food, dinner, probably. And then I don't know.
After that?
No plans.
No plans.
Maybe we could do a little DayZ action, 3-way DayZ. Eh?
It depends on if your sheep are playing or not.
We can hide server. I don't care.
Are you gonna be the Moses that they need, Ryan, or the Moses that we need?
I'll be the Mosin that we need.
Are you going to be sending out medals
Mosin.
to your?
Mosin.
I am the Mosin the people deserve.
Are you going to be sending out bravery medals to people who stream snipe and kill me and JP?
Bravery medal. What does that even mean?
I don't know what bravery medals are.
I don't either.
There's some currency at work here.
All I'm
behind the
saying is we
scenes.
could do some teaming up.
Look,
As long
I
as
want
you
a
don't try
fucking
to kill me
bravery
again,
medal.
Kaitlyn.
Why are they getting bravery medals? God damn it!
So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to stream after this, but I will. I'm pretty sure I'll be streaming. I'm pretty sure.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, I'll figure something out.
Cool. Any other shoutouts?
Not really.
Okay.
If you follow me on Twitter or Twitch, that's really nice. Thanks.
There you go. Neal, do some shoutouts.
Thanks, you guys, for watching. The only shout out for me, aside from following me on Twitter at koibu0, is at the end of the month, I'm going to be doing like a. Fuck it, we're just going to say 120-hour stream. End of the month, 120 hours.
Did it just gain 8 hours?
No, I was
Fuck.
waffling between 14 and 20. 114, 120 last time. So 120 is what we're going to aim for. I don't know if I'll make it. That's 30 hours more than I did last time. And last time I was pretty pooped at the end. So we're going to try for 120. We're going to try for it. And that will be probably the last Tuesday of the month. I want to say Tuesday the 27th. Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday, Friday to Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, so we'll do Tuesday the 27th, probably noon to noon U.S. time, Pacific time. So Tuesday at noon to Sunday at noon.
Cool.
We're going to try it.
All right. There you go. Cats, close us out.
Yep. Please check out my team, root-gaming.com. And thank you very much to TT Esports and Twitch and B3 Gaming PC, our sponsors. Thank you very much to JP. Thank you to the person that does the graphics for JP, because they're pretty awesome. I'm really enjoying this show. I hope you guys enjoy it as well, and post feedback and stuff like that on either YouTube or JP's subreddit. Also, big thanks to Dungeon World people, I think, from all of us, because they were pretty flexible and they made us really awesome characters. You can follow them on Twitter at dungeons_world. Yeah, I'm actually really pleased with. I wasn't expecting my character to be as awesome as it is, and yeah, probably won't see all of it until I level up a little bit. But the spells that they gave me are pretty awesome, so thank you to them. And yeah, I'll probably be streaming on twitch.tv/RootCatZ. If not right now, maybe in 20 minutes or something, I might grab a bite.
Cool stuff.
That's it.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for being on the show. Thanks everyone for watching. This was the first episode of Vigil. It'll only get better as we move on, as I get more adept at using these rule sets. This was the first time officially doing it, so we look forward to that. We'll have the first VODs posted on YouTube here very shortly. For subscribers to Twitch, they will be available as soon as we go offline. See you guys later. We're out. Bye-bye.
Peace.